Hey everyone, it's been a while since I've posted a vlog on my channel or any video in fact. Unless you've been following my channel closely, I have done videos for other people's channels. I just put them in playlists on mine, so you just have to look out for that. You're not going to see an upload from me. Anyway, I'm here to announce that I am starting a new YouTube show for my channel. The show will consist of me reviewing comic books. A member of my crew made this background for me out of comic books that I own. You can see though in some areas it's not quite done. That'll be finished by the time the first episode goes up, so it'll look fine. I also have figures from my own personal collection. I'll put more down if I buy more or if someone gives me them. One of these was given to me as a gift from a friend. I eventually plan to have like the MCU characters. I have a Doctor Strange, but it's in storage. I'd have to get it. I also have an Ultron, same thing, it's in storage. Future episodes, eventually you'll see it pop up here. Eventually you'll see more figurines, but for now, I just put like the 4 main ones that I had in my personal collection that were easily accessible. I bet you're wondering what the show is going to be about though. What I had originally intended to do was post 4 videos a week. It was going to be just the 4 comics I was reading, and that was going to be what you were going to see. So it would be, for instance, The Amazing Spider-Man comics 1, 2, 3, and 4, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, as I'd upload 1 video a day. And then I started thinking, I'm eventually going to start going into other comic book series besides The Amazing Spider-Man. I'm not going to tell you all of them. Keep it kind of a surprise, but I will tell you that future upcoming comics will be The Avengers, The Uncanny X-Men, and Daredevil. So eventually what's going to happen is Mondays are going to be dedicated to Spider-Man. Tuesdays will be dedicated to The Avengers. Wednesdays will be dedicated to The Uncanny X-Men. Now the Avengers and The Uncanny X-Men might change. I don't have exactly what dates they premiered at right now on me. So whichever one came first, that'll be the one that gets Tuesday, Wednesday, in that order. They'll go in that order. And then that day will be dedicated to them. Thursday will be dedicated to Daredevil. I decided to go with this format instead because I didn't want you guys to get bored of Amazing Spider-Man 1, 2, 3, and 4, Daredevil 1 week being like 5, 6, 7. Instead, you'll get 1 day dedicated to a specific character. For now, it's only going to be 4 videos a week. For the next few weeks to start, it'll probably be only The Amazing Spider-Man, as I'm reading them in chronological order that they were actually released. Now these comic book series are the 60s comic books I'm talking about. This is the 60s The Amazing Spider-Man, the first appearance of Spider-Man, 60s Avengers, 60s X-Men, and 60s Daredevil. If the show does well, we'll keep going. You know, eventually we'll get to the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. Who knows, we might even get to modern day. If, by some chance, we somehow get to the end of a comic book series, there's plenty more in my list that we'll move on to. Or if for some reason, like in the Uncanny X-Men, Jean Grey, Cyclops, the Beast, Angel, and Iceman, the original 5, moved over to X Factor, I think it was. We'll start on that comic book series, and it might get split up with Uncanny X-Men. We'll follow the new X-Men team, and we'll follow the original X-Men team in their comics. But I know that they do come back to the Uncanny X-Men books, and a new team replaces them in X Factor. So when that happens, we're not going to follow X Factor anymore. We'll just come back to the Uncanny X-Men. If there's a specific comic series you'd like to see, let me know in the comments section and I will look for it. Now, we only know the format of the show and how it's going to be run. But now, here's the content of the show. In this show, I will be reviewing comics. The first episode will be dedicated to The Amazing Spider-Man #1. The point of this show is that so you don't have to go back and read the 60s cheesiness of old comics. You'll get a fresh perspective, modern day 2015 look at these comics. I'll also be talking about anything that I think needs to be pointed out. Low-key racism, some sexism, anything that's interesting. For instance, this is something that I'm gonna let you know because I've read ahead. In the Uncanny X-Men, we find out that Professor X is attracted to Jean Grey. One line in the comics, it's the only time he's ever said it, and it's the only time you'll ever see it ever again. But it's there. And it's not something you normally see brought up, but I will point out these little things. I will screenshot the photos and display them along the bottom of the video so that you can kind of follow along and see what I'm talking about. I'll try to do it when I think it's necessary or if I think it'd be interesting for you to also see what I'm talking about. But it won't always happen, so don't always expect there to be a photo on the bottom. During the actual show, you'll probably see me looking down or picking up papers. I'm gonna have notes in front of me so that I know exactly what to discuss. Well, that's the end of this vlog. If you have any questions, comments about the upcoming show, let me know in the comments. I'll try to do my best to accommodate whatever you all like. So, thanks for watching this latest vlog. I will try to get the Amazing Spider-Man episode out to you all on Monday. But if I can't do it this Monday, it will for sure be done next Monday. So just stay tuned. Next 2 weeks, you'll get the episode. If you all like it, I'll do the Amazing Spider-Man episode to the following Monday and so on. And it won't take long for the next series to catch up. So I really think it's the Avengers. So I will let you guys know at the end of the Amazing Spider-Man episode that will precede the Avengers episode. So if you watch Monday's episode, I'll tell you in that episode that you can expect the Avengers, or if it's the Uncanny X-Men episode, I will let you know that it's the next day premiering. So you guys can also stay tuned the next day. Subscribe to my channel to keep up with the show. I'm going to try my best to give you the best possible show I can possibly give you. Like I said, I'm going to give you a fresh perspective on old 60s comics all the way through to modern day. And I think you all will enjoy it. So, thanks for watching this vlog, and don't forget to subscribe.